Hey everyone, I'm going to go through each card individually and then I'm going to go back and give you the overall meaning of everything together. This is what the month of May 2019 has in store for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The underlying energy for the month is the Empress. And the Empress talks about beauty, fertility, nurturing, luxury, creativity, motherhood, marriage, birth, abundance. It brings about happy conclusions, good rewards for hard effort. It asks you to interact with nature. It also points to a mother figure. Next, we have the World card. And the World card is about fulfillment, harmony, success, completion, triumph, a sense of wholeness. You have come full circle. This could even talk about possible travel overseas. It could be for a long time, 6 to 9 months, something like that, or something over 6 months. This could also talk about tie up loose ends. You're close to the end type of thing. This also is showing gratitude for the journey that you have made, all the tribulations, everything, because you've got to the end. You may need an added level of understanding to reach that level of graduation. Like maybe if you're not quite at that completion stage, there's a purpose. Might be loose ends you need to tie up, but it could also be that there is something that needs a little bit more understanding or a higher level of understanding to be able to move on to the next phase. Or it could be saying that it's complete and now you can prepare to move on to a next phase. Next we have the High Priestess in reverse, and this is a loss of self or repression. This could also talk about hidden agendas or secrets, sometimes gossip. This is also pointing to difficulty listening to intuition. Maybe you need to meditate. Perhaps you're even ignoring your gut or intuition or those little messages. And you're lacking center. Be still. Direct attention inward to listen to that little voice. And it could be you even doubt your intuition. Maybe you feel silly listening or guilty for listening to your gut. And you're denying it and ignoring it. Don't do that. Next, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. And this is acceptance. Accepting, moving on, finding peace, finding recovery. You're ready to pick up and carry on. Whatever has happened, whatever disappointment you've gone through, or whatever that may be, it's made you stronger. You're ready to pick up. You're ready to move on. It could be your health is recovering. It does with health. Or financially you're recovering. And you're starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel. Next we have the Four of Wands. I had to think for a second. The Four of Wands is a stable foundation, happiness, enjoying the fruits of your labor. This could also talk about marriage too, or community, or the home. And it's like a sense of celebration. It's happy times. Things feel good. Everything's in harmony. This could also talk about a possible new home, moving, maybe even renovating. All right, next we have I can get it picked up, Son of Pentacles. And the Son of Pentacles talks about laziness or work without reward or obsessive, stubborn, inflexible. This can be a earth sign. It can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So this could be you here. It could be your energy. It's usually somebody younger, between 18 to 25 or 30, that has that inflexibility, that stubbornness, that closed-mindedness, being impractical. It could be those attributes, or it could be you feeling that way. And this could also talk about self-discipline is needed, and you need to evaluate your commitment to achieving your goals. And it's saying establish a schedule, a routine. And this could also talk about going on a self-journey or self-improvement and development. This could also point towards feeling stuck in your daily grind, or things feel dull, and it seems to be stifling your creativity. And it's telling you to be a little bit more spontaneous. It could be that, or it could be overly conservative, like you don't really go out and enjoy things. You just stay at home instead of going out for dinner. And it's like, treat yourself a little bit, you know. And it could also be being a little bit too much of a perfectionist, expecting everybody and everything to hold up to your standards of what you consider right, or what you consider the way you want it to be. Next, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And that was the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I hope I said reverse. This is the Eight of Cups in reverse. And this is a fear of change or a fear of loss. Or maybe you're confused about what path to take and you feel like you're stuck in limbo. And until you decide, will I go or will I stay type of thing. And with that will I stay or will I go type of mentality or energy going on, it could be caught between walking away from a disappointment or something, or trying one last time to make it work. And you're going to have to listen to your heart about your next course of action. And this can also talk about what I like to call the grass is always greener syndrome. Like you always looking for the next best thing, the next best thing, the next best thing. All right, next we have the Six of Pentacles. And this is successful gains. This is sharing, charity, gifts, kindness. This can also talk about the results are beginning to manifest for you. And if this is charity or giving or receiving, it doesn't always have to be just about money. It could be time, efforts, skills, even just the shoulder to lean on. But this is something that if this is an exchange, it is short term. It's not a solution to anything. It's just for the moment, okay? And this is also what we call the karma card. You know, you're starting to see improvements in your life, or you're starting to see certain things, and you have enough to share with someone else, or someone has enough to share with you, and it's that karma people create. Next, we have the Father of Swords in reverse, and this is weakness or cruelty. And this can be, I'm going to say this first, this can be air energy. So this could be an air sign, possibly, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And being it's the father, it could be someone over the age of 25 or 30 and up, male or female. But if it's not, then it's talking about a misuse of power. Or it could be you or someone, you know, likes to show off their intellect. And this could also be a sense of feeling out of control or a lack of clarity, and you're not achieving anything because of worry. All right. Next, we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups talks about contemplation, disconnectedness, a lack of interest. But it talks about don't miss opportunities because you're in a state of contemplating and thinking and mulling things over, or just kind of nonchalant, and you miss an opportunity about something. It could also talk about the solution could likely be in front of you. Like if you're contemplating something, trying to figure out what I need to do next, it could say that, you know, the solution may be right in front of you and you just need to open your eyes and see it. And this can also talk about checking in emotionally before you decide on something. Okay? And on the flip side of that, it can also mean that maybe you have enough already. Maybe you have enough cups and they're all full, and you just don't think you can take on another cup, or maybe taking on something else just doesn't align with you. And that's okay. But it's important to assess those things and check in emotionally before you decide something. Next, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is talking about structure and ambition and rationality and discipline and having that grit. It talks about successful future as long as you're methodical and strategic. This could say you could be put in charge at work if it deals around the workplace. And it could just mean that somebody needs your clarity. And it's the power to stay calm. Also, this is what we consider the father figure. So this could be a boss. This could be you being a father figure. This could be a father figure in your life. It could be male or female, somebody who you see in that way. This is a fire energy, so it could be Aries, Leo, or Sag. Like I said, it could be a boss, it could be a father figure, it could be something like that, or it could be you're the boss, or you're the father figure to other people. It could even possibly be a mentor, all right? Next, we have the Temperance card, and the Temperance card talks about harmony, balance, finding meaning in moderation, compromising, finding that middle path. It also talks about testing waters before jumping in, and this is mastering, or being the master of not letting things get to you, too. This is working together with other people, seeing the value of what everyone has to offer. And it's like working in harmony, working together with people, things coming together in perfect harmony, and everybody's okay, and everybody's fine. And they're bouncing ideas off each other, and everything's, just harmony. Working together like a well-oiled machine type of thing. This could also talk about avoiding extremity as well. I always say too much of one thing is never a good thing. Or too much of a good thing is never a good thing. Next we have the Fool card, which is innocence, new beginnings, wonder. An unexpected opportunity could come in. It could even be filled with the sense of optimism. And this card calls you to take a risk, a leap of faith. This could even mean there's a blank slate to start fresh. The time is now. And it also is a little bit of a warning to be careful about foolishness, and being aware of your surroundings, just not jumping in completely with your eyes covered. But two, it's both ways, that leap of faith, but it's like, consider a little bit, do a little bit of your homework, don't jump in completely. But with this reading, I either got the feeling that it has to do something with home or family, or either it's something that you're dealing with, and it could be both. And with this Empress card here, this can talk about motherhood or being a mother figure, or, like I said, bringing happy conclusions, because there are a few things in here that cover marriage and possible birth that I'm going to get to. But we're going to start off with this World card. And the World card means you've had some sense of completion, or you're almost at a sense of completion. And if not, it can point to travel, perhaps. And it could also be asking you to like you may need to go through something, like maybe you haven't got quite that sense of completion. There could be some hidden secret or some hidden thing that you need to deal with. And I did pull a clarifier for this World card because I wanted to know what it was talking about. And I got the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups talks about a happy surprise or unexpected inspiration, follow your calling type of thing. And it can also be messages through your dreams or a new opportunity or idea that has come out of the blue. And you question how to express it. And it's like, be open to anything, especially those things that are creative or of an intuitive nature. Explore new facets of yourself. Explore creative or emotional self. Being called to trust your intuition and to be open to the multitude of intuitive messages coming your way. And it's also saying to be ready to discover new aspects of yourself. There could be signs or messages coming in that have to do with emotion or intuition or babies, or there's some type of message. It could do with engagement, because it is dealing with romance and emotion. And with the World card here, the World card sometimes can talk about marriage in a little bit of way, like coming together, that wholeness. And this could just talk about your creativity. Now that you've closed off one area, or maybe perhaps you're wanting a sense of completion in your life and you're not getting it. And it might say that there's certain aspects of yourself that you need to go back over and check on and get in tune with, that you're not in tune with. And you need to discover those aspects of yourself. And it could be in this new creative energy, because you may have completed something and now it's time to move on to something new. You've completed that milestone in your life now. And when you have a completion, completion also means something new is coming, because when you close one door, another opens. Okay? That's the way the universe works. So with this, I'm like, maybe something new is coming in, some new creative energy, some kind of new message, or something's trying to come across to you and you're not hearing it, perhaps. With this High Priestess in reverse, she can mean that. Maybe you have something inside you, and it could also be secrets about yourself and not secrets being revealed from other people. It could be something that you're learning more about yourself. And with the High Priestess in reverse like this, I did want to pull clarify just to see what it was talking about, if there was anything extra that I needed to know. And it was the Seven of Wands in reverse. And when the Seven of Wands in reverse, this is talking about giving up or feeling overwhelmed or lack of confidence, or you're backing down, and or drawing a line in the sand. But with something like this, is I wonder if there's this chance to explore a new side of you, or there's some kind of new intuitive message coming into you, or a new opportunity, and you're not paying attention to it, and you're not listening to your gut. Or maybe it's something that you see as off the wall or different, and it's like it's asking you to be open to those things, and maybe you're backing down from it a bit. And you want that sense of completion, or either you've had completion and something new's coming in, or you won't get that sense of completion unless you face this new sense of being open to many different things. You know, just don't throw something off because you think it's a little out there or it's a little bit different. And you need to listen to your gut, and you need to pay attention to it. And there could be messages coming through to you. All right. And with this, and maybe you've backed down, or maybe you're not sure what to go with path. With this Five of Cups in reverse, it's saying you've recovered from whatever's going on here. Maybe you're working through it and you've recovered from that. And you're like, okay, I'm ready to move forward now. And with that is the Four of Wands. Maybe you've gained that stability back that you're seeking, and it's time to move forward from that now. Or either you're wanting that sense of stability. But it could be within the home, too. It could be feeling right within yourself. If it's not within a family issue, you know, maybe something pops up within a family and you feel this joy, maybe some new information comes into you and you're ignoring it and not paying attention to it, and it's caused you a little distress, but you overcome from it. And then you have that sense of stability and home again. Then next we have the Son of Pentacles, which talks about maybe self-improvement or a self-journey of some sort, or maybe you're feeling stuck, and maybe you need to, if you want to achieve something or do something or reach a dream, since this is right over that, and you're wanting to get that sense of completion, sometimes you have to have a plan and you have to stick to it. And he is all about routine. And if you go on this journey of self-improvement, of self-development, or whether it's just achieving any type of goal, okay? Whether it be creative or not, it could be any aspect. But it's saying to you, you also need to stick to it, make a plan, follow it step by steps. You know, if you want to reach the goal that you want to reach, you're going to have to stick to it. And if that is a person, it could just be somebody that you're dealing with, and it could be within the home. That, you know, maybe they're stubborn and obsessive and inflexible, or maybe you're being a little bit inflexible because you're afraid of change. Maybe something new's come in and it's kind of knocked you a little bit. It could be within the home, and you feel inflexible about it, and you're not wanting to deal with it, or somebody else is inflexible about it because of the fear of change that it may bring. But with the Eight of Cups in reverse like this, you're left in that sense of, should I stay? Should I go? I don't know what I should do. What's my next course of action? I need, and it's right under this High Priestess in reverse, I need to listen to my intuition. It's time to talk to me. I need to listen to it, okay? So that I know where to go next. And then here with the Six of Pentacles, I get a feeling that either maybe you may be reaching out to help someone, or somebody's going to reach out to help you. Like, Maybe it's a family member or a friend or somebody that you really trust, and it might be a shoulder to lean on. And they're going to help you through this listening or through that fear of trying to decide where to go. And you might need to help from somebody, because and the reason I say that is because I did pull a clarifier for that card, and I got the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups talks about healing, happy memories, looking for answers by going into the past, or it could be seeking comfort from friends or home or any place that brings you that safetiness, and it's gathering your strength. So I wonder if this being the Charity card, the kindness card, it could be you helping this person, or it could be someone's helping you, and you're just reaching out for using memories to help you get through something, or it could be leaning on somebody's shoulder, asking for their help, their advice, whatever it may be, to help you get through this and decide where you want to go. Because next to this is the Father of Swords, and you lack that sense of clarity, or you feel like you're out of control a little bit. It could be that. And you're not achieving anything because of worry. And you're trying to decide where you want to go. You've listened to, and you've had help, and it's kind of give you the strength. And now it's like, I'm not getting anywhere because I'm worried a little bit, or I don't have the complete clarity I need to go. So then you're going to come over here to the Four of Cups, and you're going to start contemplating it and think, okay, what do I need to do now? What is it? Should I take on this new opportunity? I need to check in emotionally before I move forward. And then with this Emperor card, you're going to come out of it, and you're going to have a new sense of ambition. And you're going to have to be structured about it and make up plans and decide what you want to do. And this could simply mean a father figure could come in and give you mentorship. But I did pull a clarifier for that, and I got the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, again, talks about inspiration, creativity, birth, new venture, way of life, a desire. Again, ambition for both of these. You'll contemplate, and maybe you'll have this new sense of ambition to move forward, this new sense of stability within yourself, and you'll want to put in the work and get things done and move forward in this new way of life and this new way of thinking. And you're going to have to be methodical and strategic about it, and the outcome can be successful, but you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put in the work, okay? And that's good. It's like right here, put in that work. So then with the Temperance card coming next, you may get that sense of harmony and balance that you've been needing, and you feel good and you feel optimistic next to this Fool card, and a new opportunity, start afresh, to start anew. And that's what this here is with the Empress, is she says rewards for hard work, working through these things. And now we've moved on to something new, something better. We have that harmony, we have that balance. We're testing things. We're mastering and not letting things bother us. We're working together, and it could be working with other people. It could also mean that, or it could be things within yourself is working together. Like you feel whole when you finally feel that completion. But with the Fool card here next to it, it's saying that innocence, that new beginning, an unexpected opportunity. So it could be that new sense of optimism. Something new is going to come your way. Okay? And I did pull some extra clarifiers, and I got the Knight of Cups, which is the dreamer, the idealist, the romantic. Those new ideas, that new things that you need to become about, but you have to take action. Sometimes he can be a little sluggish if he doesn't take the action, if you get stuck in that dream state. And this can also talk about proposals, and I'm going to go back over that real quick again about proposals or marriage or children. And then next we have this victory, this success, this recognition. Put it out there. Believe in yourself. You can be recognized. You can promote up and change. And then you have decision. You come to a stalemate. What should I do? Should I follow this dream? How am I going to do it? Where am I going to go? I can't see the solution. Uncover your eyes. It's probably in front of you. Then you can move on to the sense of abundance and success with the Empress. Because it's saying it's going to bring about happy conclusions, because it goes to the Fool card. That happy conclusion, that optimism, that newness of starting afresh, of taking that leap of faith. Good rewards come to hard work. Okay? Now I'm going to go over this really quick. If this is a marriage proposal, or some type of wedding, or some type of someone's having a child, the reason I bring that up on another step on another side note, is the Empress talks about marriage, proposals, birth. So it could be someone's having a child, or there's a wedding or a christening or something like that. And the reason I say that is because with the World card, that can mean travel, and it can also point to marriage as well. A sense of wholeness, coming together as a couple. So it could be somebody's getting married, it could be you, it could be a proposal coming to you, or it could just be that you're asked to travel somewhere, and if you're not traveling, it could be somebody you know on the other side of the world that is having a wedding or is having a child of some sort. And that's the secret being revealed. Maybe it's something you didn't know about, or maybe somebody's revealing, maybe you've had little messages that's come to you about, maybe you don't know what to do, whether you should go or not, and you kind of back down from it. Maybe you're not going to go, or something like that. And maybe it's kind of like, okay, or perhaps you find out you're pregnant or your partner's pregnant. It could be that, or a family member or a friend or a child that you have could be pregnant, or could be having a wedding, or could be something like that. And all of a sudden the secret pops up and you're like, oh my God, there's something I didn't know. Oh my gosh, it's been revealed to me. And I should have been listening to my gut. Maybe you had a little innuendo about it. Not a little innuendo, a little inkling about it. And with the Seven of Wands there, it could be overwhelming. It could also be that you feel overwhelmed by the information you got. And then after you've got over the initial shock of it, you're recovering. And then again, it comes to this Four of Wands, which means happy home, community coming together. You feel happy about it. Oh, I'm excited. Maybe you found out you were pregnant. Maybe you found out your partner was pregnant. Or maybe you got proposed to, or you proposed to someone, or some family member that lives on the other side of the world, or you're going to have to travel to see them because they're having a child, or they're having a wedding, or there's some kind of thing like that going on. And after you've got over that initial shock of it, you're excited. You're a celebration. This is a celebration of home, celebrating a wedding, celebrating a baby that's coming. And with this Son of Pentacles in reverse, this can talk about needing to have a schedule or a routine, because you're going to have to check things and figure out so that you can go. Because it talks about making schedules and routines. And this can also talk about being spontaneous, like you need to go. Because sometimes things can seem dull, and it's like, okay, let's go, be a little spontaneous. If you need to go, let's go. Okay, maybe there's fear of traveling that far to see someone, and that's fine. But this could also talk about working on yourself. So it could, if it's you, or if it's a partner that you may find out's pregnant, or a marriage or something like that's come up, and maybe you feel a little closed-minded to this situation that's going on here, or maybe this is someone else that you're dealing with feels closed-minded about it. It could be a child, it could be another family member. If it's you getting married, or you having a child, or someone you know, and maybe someone else feels a little closed-minded about that situation, like, oh, they're too young, or this isn't the right time, or I can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. And there could be that fear of change, the fear that this might bring about change. When people get married, when people have children, it can bring that sense of fear that things are going to change. But with that, it asks you to listen to your heart. Trust your intuition. Things will be okay. All right? Even if it does come about change, because it could be your parents. It could be someone you know, like that, if it's not yourself. And with this here, with the home, is happiness. And it could be charity. You give gifts at christenings. You give gifts at weddings. Things like that. Or it could be someone giving to you. And it could be somebody within the home. It could be somebody that you're leaning on and trusting. And they bring about that joyness back to you. And maybe you have a little sense of confusion about where to go. Or it could be someone that you're dealing with that is that way. It could be an air sign that has a confusion. It could be mentally you feel like a little out of control because things are changing. Something's come about. It's kind of shook you up a little bit. So then you're going to contemplate it, okay? You're going to contemplate it and figure it out. And you could be talking to a husband or a father figure or your partner and telling them, yeah, I'm pregnant. Because it is said that when the Emperor and the Ace of Wands, and it can either be the Empress as well, this could be a father figure, this could be having a child. So it could be that, and it could be something started in a new way of life. And you could become a father, or you could become a mother, or you could become a grandparent. Or you could be dealing with the person who is getting married or having a child. And it's like, give them that inspiration they need. That this is a new way of life. This is a new venture. Things are changing. This is a desire for a new change. And then there's this sense of harmony, this sense of everything working together. And with the Temperance card, it's finding that balance. Things feel good. And then with this Foolish card, this Fool card coming in, this is that new sense of optimism about it. Something new, something better, something fresh. And then you see this little baby here. So it could be about a baby, could be about a christening, could be about a wedding. Something new has come. Something new has started. Okay? It's like, take that leap of faith. Trust it. And it could be somebody proposing to you. And it's like, you don't know what to do and you don't know where to go. And it's kind of shook you up a little bit. You're not sure if you're ready to get married. It could feel like a change to you, or a new relationship coming in, or something like that. And then you have that sense of optimism here at the end. And the reason I say that, because I pulled extra clarifiers, is he is the romantic. And when he is the romantic, it also is a sign of proposals. Okay? So it could be that. And then it's like, okay, victory, yeah. Recognition, okay, I get it. I'm excited, success, victory, But then I'm like, maybe you say yes to it. Or then maybe you're kind of questioning yourself, what do I do now? Where do I go? And if it is for somebody else, maybe somebody else gets married or proposed to, or somebody else has some type of thing going on, and it's time for a celebration, because that's what everybody's here. They're seeing that. They're celebrating the victory. He's won. And then it's kind of like that stalemate, kind of deciding my choices. Where should I go? What should I do? And then with the Mother, it could be becoming a new mother. It could be that sense of success, that abundance, fertility, again, marriage. So I'm trying to give y'all as many options as I can for this reading. So I hope that helps. And let me know how the month of May turned out for you guys. And do remember, this is a general reading. It does not resonate with everybody. And if it doesn't, and if you would like a private reading from me, feel free to check me out on Facebook at at Mystical Moon Tarot Readings. And, book an appointment with me. Check out my shop. See if there's something you want. If you want something private for you, that's what I'm here for. Okay? So until next time, my lovely Virgos, my wonderful souls, be blessed and take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye.